Hi everybody, welcome to office workout number 38. Forgive me, I have a little bit of a pre-sweat going. I just got back from a run and I feel like my face is all sunken in and black circles around my eyes. It's humid and I need to drink more water. But I have been doing well on my water, so I hope you guys have too. Okay, first exercise we're doing is going to be ice skaters. This is for the outer thighs, and it's going to strengthen your hips, ankles, and knees. We're going to jump to the right and back to the left. It's real simple. I want you to focus on leaving with both feet almost at the same time. So don't wait for your right foot to almost touch before your left foot propels you laterally. I want you to jump to the right as soon as that right foot begins. I want your left foot to follow and vice versa. So they're almost together. That's gonna strengthen those legs a lot more. Of course, the regression, if you're just a very beginner, is to do just the opposite, where you step and it's almost just a lateral side step. But to make it a little harder, I want you to kind of jump. To make it really hard, I want you to jump farther and higher, just like that. So normally you would do this on a dry surface so it's safe in your office or your home. Don't do what I'm doing. This is a little bit of a wet surface. Grass is wet. But I'm going to be very careful. I'm a trained professional. So we're going to do 20 on each side, okay? Just like that. Make sure you're watching your footing. Ken, halfway done. As you land, I want you to bend your knee a little bit. Your knees are your body's natural shock absorbers, just like the leaf springs on a car. If your knees don't bend a little bit when you land from jumping or land from a higher height, those knees, if they don't bend, your knee joints and your back take on a lot of that kinetic energy, and that's not good. That's not what you want. I lost track, but I'm at about 20. So feeling those inside my thighs, my glutes, glute medius up here. So that's a great exercise for joint stability and strength. Next one, upper body, is going to be an overhead tricep press. Of course, I have a rock to use. Of course, I have dumbbells, I have bands, I have bows, I have all the equipment that you need. But I like to demonstrate the fact that you can use anything for resistance, anything with some weight to it. You're only restricted by the size of it. And this is kind of a good compact size with a good amount of weight. So I like to have fun with it and show you can really use anything for resistance. So the overhead tricep press for the back of your arms, I want you to stagger your feet so your right foot or your left foot is just in front, stomach tight. I'm going to turn it sort of an angle so you can see me bending my elbows behind my head. You're going to bring it up over your head. We're doing 15 of these. Keep your elbows rotated in like this. Don't let them flare out when you go down. Keep them in. Bend your elbows so they're bent at about 90 degrees or a little bit less. Then extend all the way up. When you go up, I want you to straighten them all the way, but don't lock them. 2, 3, whatever you do, don't let your hips go forward and arch backward. If anything, keep your hips back and your core tight. There we go. 5, doing 10 more. Keep a neutral neck. Don't bring your chin into your chest to get your head out of the way of the weight. Try to keep your eyes looking straight forward. 2 more. There we go. 15-ish. If you're off by a little bit, it's okay. I usually am when I'm talking. You probably noticed that. But I always say it's better to err on the side of doing too many rather than too little. You can ask Powell and Carol about that. A lot of times I'm talking and all of a sudden they're going, okay, I passed 15 about 15 reps ago. So it's okay if you do too many, as long as you don't injure yourself. And the last one for your abs, this is a seated knee in. This is something you can do on a bench or your office chair or a step or a giant boulder, log. Anyway, we're gonna sit down, put your hands next to your hips on the edge of the surface you're on. Lean back a little bit. We're doing 20 of these. You're gonna bring your knees in and extend out like that. Just like that. If you're a beginner, a regression is to bring them up and then back down. And the more advanced you are, the more strong your core is, the higher you want your legs off the ground when you extend out. So if you're someone like Mark Newman, or Eric Minch, or Bill, he's a fit guy, Kevin O'Shea, bring your knees in, extend straight out, just like that. I used to train Devin at my studio in Rochester, and he did these. I mean, he would put rocks on his feet. He's so advanced. That guy went from doing about 10 push-ups at once to like 50 in a minute. Great improvement there. And Powell is another one with the push-ups. That was a weakness of his. He worked on it every day, turned it into a strength that he talks about in terms of everything in his life. And I think that's an amazing example to set for people. And he's done that throughout his whole life, and that's why he is where he is. But anyway, sorry about that tangent. But lean back, knees in, extend straight out. 2, 3. Keep a slight bend in your back. Round it a little bit. Don't arch back and look straight up. I want your back to actually be hunched a little bit. This is one of the few times that I'll say that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, a modification is to go down like this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Great job, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching and listening to me.